Good evening, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan from MPI Invest, and welcome back to the evening podcast. Yes, this is our post market podcast where I tell you about what happened in the day and what can be expected for tomorrow. Now, coming to the day, we could see that we opened the market at a big gap down at 17,073. Yes, it was a big gap down with the weak global cues, and after that, it went on a very volatile day. Yes, we could see even the Nifty touching a low of 16,958, breaking the major resistance of 17,000, which actually gave jitters, but then it recovered swiftly from there from by major support from the DIIs. In fact, the market still closed above 17,000 at 17,038. But something that we again have to worry about is the big selling by the FIIs. Yes, today also the FIIs have sold for a whopping 4,064 crores. The selling is not stopping by the FIIs. The DIAs, of course, have supported the market and they bought for 1,917 crores. But the FII selling continues in spite of the market coming to 17,000 level. This is something that we need to watch out for. We just have to wait till we get a confirmation, because as of now, nobody can predict where the market is going to be. If you look at the major sectors, almost every sector was in red today. In fact, the Bajaj twins also were the top losers after the results that came yesterday. In fact, the results were really good, but then it was the falling number of new loans which actually made the investors cautious about the stock. In fact, auto sector continued to go up, majorly supported by Hero MotoCorp, which was up 3% and also was the number one stock in the Nifty 50 today. Metal stock kind of recovered after we spoke about Russia and India making a deal on importing coal from Russia. This actually gave some power to the steel sector, and we could see Tata Steel was up more than 1% today. Looking at the global markets, the European markets are already trading higher, and we could also see the US futures slightly trading higher. Now, as we speak, I am looking at the market and I see that Dow Jones is already rising in the US, which it's up already by 0.5%. S&P 500 is also almost up by 0.5%, and Nasdaq is also going up by 0.7%. But then we need to know something, that the results that is coming up in US market is not that great. In fact, the Meta, which is the parent company of Facebook, is supposed to be giving out its results today after the US market hours. So that is actually going to affect the US futures, and that is what might decide our opening in the market tomorrow morning. After that, tomorrow we have again Apple and Amazon coming up with their results in the US, which of course is going to bring some kind of movement in this US market. It could be negative or positive. It all depends on the results that would come. So let us wait for that tomorrow. However, with all these on cards, I am sure tomorrow's monthly expiry is going to be a big game. In fact, I have not carried on any of my trading positions for tomorrow, just because I was unsure how the global markets would react and how the Indian market would open tomorrow. In fact, all of our members in the Gold and Gold Plus community are also not holding much stocks or options also for tomorrow's trade expiry. Now, coming to the market today, the Hindustan Unilever reported a great profit. In fact, it was much better than what the market expected. In fact, I had told you in the morning that there was a single digit increase of profit expected. It exactly came that way. The profit reported was 8.6% higher compared to the last year. The profit was at 2,327 crores for this quarter. In fact, major losses are coming, or I would say the cost is coming to this FMCG stock, majorly because of the fuel cost rising and the inflation and the higher cost of the input goods. Similarly, Bajaj Auto also came up with the results after the market hours, and the net profit is up 10.3% year on year, standing at 1,469 crores, while the revenue has fallen 7.2%. But the icing on the cake, they have announced a dividend of rupees 140 rupees per share. So probably there would be some people going and buying the stock to at least gain the dividend in the coming days. But yes, since the revenue has been falling, this is of course a cause of concern. Let us see how the market would react to this tomorrow. We also see Axis Bank falling in the last couple of days. Yes, it is almost down by almost 4% in the last couple of days before its result, which is going to be announced tomorrow. In fact, the research team says that there could be cost, which is rising up inside, which actually kind of can reduce the profits. However, let us look forward for that tomorrow. Coming to some stock specific news, like I told you, Hero MotoCorp was the top gainer in Nifty, up by more than 4% today. Now, something really that we can rejoice is Reliance Industries became the first Indian company to cross 19 lakh crore in market capitalization. Yes, in fact, today morning by 9:50, it touched its 52-week high at 2,827 rupees per share. So this actually is giving a lot of positivity to the market, but then because of the profit booking that kicked in immediately, it just settled about 1% higher. But yes, Reliance is still looking promising in the coming weeks and months. I have already booked some profit there, and of course there are some part of it which probably I'll book in the coming days. We also could see AU Small Finance Bank, in spite of giving out such a great result, better than market expectation, it came down by almost 5%. In fact, they also announced a bonus stock, but still it has fallen down today. Probably it would actually come up in the coming days. Now, some good news on the hotel industry is the hotel industry is going to see a price hike of almost 20 to 25% as per the CMD of Lemon Tree Hotels. This could be good for all the hotel stocks that we hold, specifically Indian hotels. And also you could keep a track on the other hotel stocks which would actually rise in the coming months with the rise of prices, because this could actually improve their profitability. Coming to Bharti Airtel, there was a news that they are acquiring a minority stake in Synergy Tech. In fact, Synergy Tech is a cloud-based network solution provider, and this could actually give them an edge over others when the 5G is launched. We could also see Adani Wilmar share surging by 5% and locked in the upper circuit at 842.9 today. In fact, I told you, after the palm oil ban from Indonesia, Adani Wilmar and Ruchi Soya have been on a continuous rise. However, is it a good time to invest in them? I would say not right now. Coming to some news from the Tata home, in fact, Air India has proposed to acquire the entire equity of Air Asia. I am sure you must be already knowing Air Asia also is run by the Tata Group in India. But now, when they bring Air Asia under its umbrella with 100% equity holding, it will come under the Air India Group, and this could actually build a better network for them for connectivity by air, and this overall can be a good news for Tata Group as we go. So this is something to be watched out for, and we will look forward to track it in the coming days. Now coming to about the IPO details, we could see Campus Activewear IPO is already subscribed 2.5 times so far. In fact, there are news that the valuations are kind of good for this company, and there is some interest generated, though I am not very positive about it. Yes, if you want to invest, it is not a bad company to invest, of course. We could also see Rainbow Children's Medicare IPO on, and by 11 a.m. 23 lakh shares for the company against 2.1 crores on offer was already subscribed, which is almost 11.4% on the very first day. So let us look and see how things can be. Major companies, research companies have actually come out and given a green signal on this, and they say that this company has even cash flows available for next 5 years of operations. Also, they are coming up with brand new branches across the country, which actually can be positive for the stock, right? So this also can be considered if you want to try your hands at IPO. Now coming to the market tomorrow, in fact, with the kind of volatility seen today in the market, One thing I'm sure, 17,000 is something which is not easily broken, because the major positivity in the retail sector as well as the DIIs which is supporting the market is going to take care of Nifty in this range. So I feel tomorrow also, unless there's some big negative in the global markets, I feel the expiry can be within 17,000 and 17,250. So this can be a range that we can watch out tomorrow. Unless 17,000 is broken with a gap down in the morning, I am sure the market can be sustaining between these levels tomorrow. And if at all we see a gap up opening, then it is an entirely different story again. Then the range can actually slightly shift from 17,000 to 17,300 levels. But I am not, very confident on Nifty crossing 17,300 tomorrow. However, let us watch the day tomorrow, and if the market is going to be really volatile, I might even stay away from the weekly trades that we do in Gold Plus channel. But otherwise, I would be definitely informing in the group. We are not very heavily invested right now for the trades in the Gold Plus. However, we are sitting with some good profits in Silver Plus and Gold channel. So for members who want to know what it is, and for members who are not part of MPA community, it's time you join our community. Do visit our website mpainvest.com and get to know more about it. So before I end, I want to know your feedbacks and comments in the comment section below, and do press the like button to support us in this content. With that, this is Srikanth Rajan signing off until we catch up on tomorrow morning's podcast. Goodbye.